In this video, I just want to talk a little bit more about psychological assessment because there's just so much to know about it. You know, a psychological assessment can be very helpful in terms of giving a diagnosis, which, you know, is a complicated process for a lot of families. It's hard to think about, you know, facing a diagnosis of some kind, but you know, it's a process that we really work with our clients collaboratively on. We really are careful to make sure that people are given the support that they need to understand, you know, what a diagnosis means and what supports that diagnosis. Certainly there's times where, you know, people might suspect that there's a certain diagnosis that might apply to an individual, but the assessment might reveal otherwise as well. Diagnosis is only one small part of an assessment in a sense. Like, really the more important point of an assessment is to get really a full picture and understanding of a child's difficulties or an adult's difficulties. By getting a better understanding, you know, of that person's emotional world and their thought process, then we can better understand, okay, what has to happen next to help this person. Psychological assessments can also give you very detailed information about a person's cognitive abilities. So by that I mean, you know, how they learn, how they think, how they remember. Having a better understanding of how a child learns can really help them at school by planning, you know, what is needed to support this child to be more successful. So lots of times parents will seek out a psychological assessment if they're concerned about how their child is progressing at school. Sometimes teachers have even recommended it to parents, and in our practice we really focus on making sure that the assessment answers the questions that you have. You know, whether it's, you know, why is my child struggling at school, or you know, why am I, you know, unable to cope with this anxiety. Whatever the question is, that's where we focus our assessment, on answering that question and on providing detailed recommendations that can help you move forward and get the help that you need.